Boy Soda,
What's going on,
how
man?
are you, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Feeling good, feeling beautiful.
Oh man, this is your moment. How long have you waited for this for?
Oh,
Forever.
man, I'm not even anticipating, and I'm just happy that it's arriving, and
Oh,
that we're here.
it's
Feels good.
so good, man. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
It's a great record, man.
Thank you.
Great way to kick off, have your album era too, you know what I mean? Like everyone dreams of having a debut album.
100%.
And this is just such a timeless record.
Mm.
I mean, on initial listen, I can just tell how much of a fan of R&B you are. Like you just love R&B. You've done your work. You've done the work. You've studied it. It just comes through, man.
It's in my veins at this point, man.
Yeah, it's in your veins, bro.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many little nods to different eras and artists that I hear, and it's just it's a really special record,
I'll be
man.
keen to hear like what you
Yeah.
picked up. for
Man, I
sure.
just love the space that R&B's in at the moment. Hey,
It's doing a good thing, man.
it's so good.
It's on
Like,
some spiritual revolution shit.
100%. Like, I assume you're a fan of Dijon.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, that album, like, unlike anything I have ever heard.
Man, he's just like, I was listening to his Apple Music interview today with
Same,
with
yeah.
Zane Lowe, and just hearing him talk so candidly about shit, and he's like just a very human person.
Yeah.
And it was very refreshing. You're like, oh, this is definitely the man that made the music.
Oh, totally.
Like feet on grass at all times,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like Baby, like
Yeah, man.
the song Baby, just the way that he, had the baby in the song and
Yeah,
the
dude.
message of it. Like, this is what it's about.
Yeah, he's very smart and like an amazing curator of
Totally, man.
like, feelings.
Yeah. I feel like you're like that though. Like honestly, when I listen to your music, like you're not trying to sound like anyone else. You're just making good music.
Yeah, man, just on the hunt for the truth.
Exactly. And like you hear that in Bieber's swag. It's like he's made this album of just him jamming out with his mates.
Yeah, man, that's like it's whatever that thing that feels conversational about listening to things, but like still like high end and high detail and like highly looked after, like precious thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the thing that we were chasing with this album. It's just how does it feel like I'm just like telling you about myself
Yeah.
without trying to like dress it up too much.
Exactly.
Even though we dressed her up. for
Yeah,
sure.
totally, man. Totally.
Yeah, the essence of it is just
Ah.
whatever that thing is where you're like, oh, I can hear the person.
You can hear the person, and we've known Justin Bieber for so long, but like I feel like we've never known Justin Bieber like this.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah,
of course this man's like a chiller.
Yeah.
Of course he smokes and like la la la. It's
yeah,
like, it's nice just to like let's drop the bullshit. Like,
exactly.
let's drop the veil. Like there's
Yeah.
real people behind here, and artists are just as human as everyone else, and
Yeah,
as beautiful and beautifully faulted as everyone else. Like,
Totally.
it's nice to like. No one believes it's the social media like
no.
smoke and mirrors anymore. Anyway.
No, and we had Eddie Benjamin in a few weeks ago, who obviously wrote 28 songs
Oh,
on that
yeah.
album, and you just get those vibes from him too.
Young
like,
maestro, man.
oh, genius, man.
Young maestro.
Genius. Let's talk about what you've been up to, because you've just been in New York. Were you just in New York, or you were all around the US?
New York was the last stint, and we were in LA for 10 days before that as well. It was beautiful, man. Like I didn't have to plan anything, and I got to see I got a full experience, man. It was
Oh
beautiful.
man, I love
New
that.
York.
Well,
Love New York.
You were doing Fashion Week with Prada, Subi, and Keem Studios. I love the Keem Studios stuff, man.
Akeem's very like
Oh,
gifted and just like genuinely beautiful individual. So like
Yeah.
being able to have that connect with him, through our mutuals was just a real honor. And like the culture right now as well, like K1's wearing his stuff on her album cover, like Sis been wearing it, and he's just like he's done such a good job at making like really beautiful clothes, and also as being really lovely, down to earth person at the same time.
Yeah.
So making that connect was awesome, and I felt sexy wearing his stuff, man.
oh,
Like
man, you look
I
good.
was walking around like, oh, this is my New York armor, like
Yeah,
walking different.
you look good, bro. I actually didn't realize. I saw someone was doing like a runway thing, and I replied to Sarah's story, and I said, ask him where he got that jacket from. And then I realized, oh wait, this is a runway for Keem Studios.
The runway, man.
Yeah.
He had
And
that.
I was like, man, this stuff's sick.
He had that shit on lock, man. He had people waiting outside. It was I felt like an important time to be in New York and just like to witness that, because
Yeah.
it was like he's on the way and he deserves everything. So it's just cool, man. Just happy to be there. Happy to be around good energy for Fashion Week, and it's this weird collective momentum going on over there where you
Yeah.
like everyone's in the same place, and maybe like New York doesn't always feel like that, but just like the permission to express yourself, wear loud outfits,
Yeah.
it's just a beautiful time to be there,
I
man.
love that, man. That's where you thrive. And I feel like visual identity is a really big part of your music.
For
I mean,
sure.
even I feel like at the beginning of the era, I remember you were it was kind of reminding me of The Weeknd when he did After Hours, because you just came to know him because of that red suit.
Hmm.
I feel like you were kind of doing the same thing at the beginning of this era with the would you say that that's correct?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm wearing it now. It's
That's
like it's
yeah.
the uniform,
It's a
man.
uniform.
It's like
And I knew that was intentional.
yes,
I,
sir.
I meant to ask you last time we spoke, but I knew it was intentional. And I just think, man, this guy operates on another level. You know what I mean?
Thanks,
Like, it's
man.
so cool to see an Australian artist who just puts so much into every detail of their
Ah,
music.
thank you, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those things where like I've always tried to do it and then maybe been frustrated that it's been missed. Like, and it's this project. It's just everything feels very cohesive, and I feel like I have a good understanding of things now. And just yeah, having a uniform was just something I admire about so many other people's
Yeah.
rollouts. I think it's such a great way to like have a visual thread. Like, you know, if people see you in the first song and then they see that same character or that same version of you in the next song, it's easy for people to connect the dots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same
Totally.
dude, and then it also feels like you're watching the same character move through the same world, and like that's the goal.
That's
right?
how I felt. That's how I felt throughout this
Oh
whole era
man,
from you, bro.
thank goodness.
I noticed
Thank
that.
you for
Yeah,
noticing.
man. I love that. I
Ah,
love the artistry, man.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Man.
and
I
I
feel
think
seen.
yeah, bro. I feel like everyone who's been following would see that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's awesome. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're like,
man.
you're like, I don't. It doesn't matter if people don't notice, but it's always really, really nice when people do. So
Yeah,
thank you.
totally. And I
Thank
think
you.
as people come to know you more as well, they will appreciate that, and they'll see it. And
Just little crumbs for
it's the
people to find,
details.
man. Yeah,
It's like you create a universe. Like, music is so much more than just sound. It's
yeah,
you know,
dude. It's fun too. It's just like
so fun.
It's like build your own world.
Absolutely, yeah, and you've done that, man. I mean,
Oh, thank you,
Soulstar
brother.
kind of it kind of sounds like its own world. That title. Talk to me about the title. Where did that come from?
Oh, it was a random day while we were kind of making the songs. Like we made a lot of songs, and then they kind of started to have this common thread, or we started to have these things that we wanted to like find these parameters of like, well, we kind of have this understanding of what this sonic identity might look like, and
Yeah,
started moving towards that, and being a bit more focused with that, and just I don't know. There's been a lot of like kind of divine timing experiences with making this album, and moments where I've just had to trust myself or follow my intuition, and then the result of that has been like very fruitful
mm,
and kind of indicators that I feel like I've been on the right path, like creatively or spiritually, and yeah, like I can't remember. It was just this random day where it just came to my head, and I was like Soulstar, and just sat with it for a long time, and it never felt wrong since it popped into my head, and do like random research on it because like for me it's just this random thing that popped up, but it's also like the eighth chakra or something, which
yeah,
coincidentally is very like related to your like higher self and your intuition, and I'm like that's kind of what the word means for me as well, and
right,
yeah, it's like just it's kind of like my synonym for like North Star or intuition, because
cool,
like that was what made the album, man. It was just this blind faith in like in the gut, like
totally, man,
yeah,
totally,
it's been what beautiful to like watch that unfold
yeah.
off the back of like not knowing if it would.
No, no.
Like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, totally. I feel like, you always have an idea of how you would like the world to hear yourself for the first time. And I'm sure a lot of thought has gone into thinking about how do I do that in the most authentic way? Because, your music is very, very authentic. And I feel like you've done it so well. Talk to me about like your biggest inspirations growing up and bringing them into your music. Because I hear a lot of D'Angelo
Mm,
in this record.
yeah, man.
Would you say that's
For, sh-
the energy?
for sure. Like
Yeah.
that's like the energy of D'Angelo. Like whatever that thing is, where it feels like it's born from this like this soul place or this like soul region or something.
Yeah.
It's like it's so it prioritizes feel so much. Like whether that's not actually the rhythmic feel where the drums are like off the grid and they're lagging behind, or like just what's that essence of that era of music that
Yeah.
I love, where everything feels so live and so like
Yeah.
and spiritual and so musical. Like the things that are a priority in that music is stuff that we really wanted to make a priority for the album,
Yeah.
because it feels like culturally we're kind of finishing this cycle where it's been music's accessible to make, so maybe it's not as musical, and maybe
Yeah.
it's more like stuff that's popped off in the attention economy. It's like popular music and
Quick
people know that one
songs.
hook on
Yeah.
TikTok, and like it's awesome. It's a necessary part of the evolution. But now that we've kind of, we've all seen what that music sounds
Yeah.
like, or what splice loops sound like, and
Yeah.
music that is like maybe easier to make now because it's more accessible and plugins are so good. Like it's like, how do we return to like the most raw, real version of that stuff? Like, and what is that? It's like it's things not being compressed as much. It's
Yeah.
space for musical moments to happen, and like
Yeah.
me not feel like I have to be there for 8 bars, or
No.
let an intro happen for 16
100%.
bars and be like,
And
I'm not
people
even
want
here
it.
yet.
People always say, bring back longer songs.
100%.
Like
Bring back bridges, like
bring it all back. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
I love the new Ray track. Where's my
Where's My
husband?
Husband?
Has been husband, bro. Like that sounds live. Like it's like a live track. It's got this Motown energy.
Mhm.
It has these like pre-choruses that are like 2000s pre-choruses.
Yeah.
But then the harmony, like the stacked harmonies, like more of that.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Like, and that's I love those overindulgences in
Yeah.
this music. It's like sometimes you just want to put harmonies everywhere, and you're like, oh, these R&B singers are just trying to like mess with like producer CPU and like shut down their
Yeah.
computers with all these stacks. But it's like picking moments, and we really wanted there to be curated moments in the album where
Yeah.
the song, the music and the lyrics come together in unison, and it's like boom, there's that one moment that only happens that one time in the song, and
Yeah.
I think they're so special, and that's like why, like Where's My Husband? There's overindulgent moments where you're like, oh, I'm so glad you like
I know.
stacked it right there.
Yeah,
like, and
exactly.
it's loud and it's like high energy, and it's fully committed to like being this thing, and I think that was a big part of just leaning into like this album, was just being like, let's just fully commit to like wanting to find the thing,
Yeah.
and trusting that it'll I don't know, like physicalize at some
Yeah.
point.
And it has, man. It has. Like, when I was listening to the album again this week, because I've listened to it a few times now, and after Where's My Husband came out, and I was watching an interview on Ray talking about how she wanted it to sound live. And I was like, that's what you've done. And you've done that because you recorded this in the Blue Mountains at the castle, right? Like a majority of it?
Castle, we call my spot at home Croydon Castle.
Right.
And then the mountains is where my producer like grew up. Finbar.
Right.
So we went out there, and his dad's got a beautiful, beautiful studio, and
how
we
good.
just went out there, let our phones die, worked till the early hours of the morning, and just different days where we'd have the string players come in, and then the horns, and then our best friends who were also the best possible option to have on BVs. Like it was just a divine way to like really finish that last 20% and like bring it all together. And like I think that's really, those 2 weeks was where the album really solidified. We were like, all right, I know what Soulstar is now. Like after hearing everything live, you were like, okay, there it is.
Yeah, and that's just taking it back to its roots, isn't it? That's how people used to make music. They'd lock themselves away. They didn't have access to social media or phones or, electronics, things that it's just like music in its purest, rawest form.
It's important, man, and it's like it's hard to have like close, intimate conversations with yourself when there's a lot of noise, like when there's the noise of urgency or responsibilities, or just like the noise of the fucking highway next to my bedroom. Like something about being in, and I'm so lucky that it was like the best 2 weeks like of my life musically.
Oh wow, man.
It was just beautiful, man. And I would wake up in the mornings and just listen to where I was for like an hour, and just let my kind of awareness like stretch further and further the longer I listened. And it's like, I don't have the space to do that, or I don't give myself time to do that back home. And being able to have that really analog experience and not be on my phone and like remove all the influences was just so like, it just felt like a great way to like to honor myself
Yeah,
and honor my brain before finishing that album.
totally. And it's just coming from the heart.
Yeah, man.
That's where the best music comes from, right?
100%. You gotta
Yeah.
let it channel, man.
Yeah, and you described it as immersive and communal, and that's exactly how I feel about it.
How did I describe it?
Immersive and communal. That's
Immer-
what immersive and communal.
A
That's,
mercy?
yeah, it's immersive.
Oh, immersive.
Immersive,
I
yeah.
was like, immersive.
Immersive, no.
I was like, it's like a French term, like la mercy communal. I was like, what was I on
No.
that day? I was like,
What was I taking
I
that
was like,
day?
do I have to look up?
No, immersive and communal, which is
Yes.
what I love about Dijon's project and I love about Justin's project. Immersive and communal is how I would
Immersive
describe
and
them.
communal.
Yeah.
Damn, I was
did you
articulate
forget
that
that
day.
you said that?
I agree with
I could have
myself.
said that I said it. You would be like, damn.
Should have, man. I would have been like, damn, surely we got the.
Yeah, man. But no, that's what I love. And I've been going to these things in Sydney lately. They're called Sultry and Sample. Have you heard
Oh,
of them?
yeah. They're great, man.
Bro.
At Oath?
Oh, man. So good. Yeah.
They got it going on there, man.
Yeah, bro. Have you done one?
Yeah. I did it when they were back at the old spot before I moved
right.
to Oath. And
Sick.
oh, sick.
Yeah. And it's like, honestly, I'm just like in this era in my life right now where I'm just really appreciating live, authentic music.
Man, it's
and
like,
just,
it's been missing for
Yeah.
a minute. Like, so when it's like feel like you need that. Like something.
need it, man.
To, like,
That's what I
dig your
grew up.
fingers into.
Yeah. That's what I grew up on. And it's why I fell in love with music. So I'm just loving the space that, music's in right now. Yeah.
For sure, man. It's
Yeah.
like, it felt like a niche thing for a minute. Like, it was just crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
is it niche to be like musical and have attention to detail, or not, like, not to undermine any like popular music or anything, but it's really nice that like even being in LA and in those sessions, it's not like people really cared about chords, man. And I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is awesome. Like, it's not like the same 4 major chords, pop structure stuff. It's like people want like that goodness, man.
They
like,
do.
that depth, those different voicings. Like,
Yeah. And back in the day, like I think about even my grandparents who weren't musical or anything, but they loved music.
Mhm.
They put on their records and they'd pay attention to details and on their vinyl and and instruments, and they'd appreciate it. And it's kind of like that has got lost a bit over the way along the way. I don't know.
for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like it's coming back. It's like,
Yeah.
stuff like this always moves in cycles. I think, and now we're just at the point where we're coming back to the detail.
Yeah.
Like
I love
I
it.
feel like I noticed that even in like architecture and stuff. It's like we go through very like minimal, like buildings just have to look very minimal and like
Yeah.
no details, and it's like where's all like the
yeah.
handcrafted
The
like
character.
all of that stuff. And
Yeah.
it's like it's the same in music too. It's like details are coming back. Like,
Yeah, man, I love that. Let's go through the track list, man,
Please.
because I wrote notes for every track. I like write myself dot points of how I feel in the moment.
oh no.
And My Body, man, great way to kick off the record.
Thank you.
Such a great track. Huge introduction. Huge. It's got this cinematic vibe to it.
Mhm.
I love that.
Mhm.
I mean, I've got this guy has studied his R&B in that. That's what I've got.
Uh-huh.
Like you can just tell that you just love it and you knew this is the song that needs to kick off the album. This is how we're introducing everyone to the record.
Yes, sir.
Why did it feel like this was the song that was the right one for you?
It just felt indicative of like what you're gonna hear in like the 12 songs that follow it. Like
Yeah.
musically, like you're gonna get stuff that's live and it's gonna be embellished. It's gonna be self-aware of it, of the music, self-aware of the lyrics, and vice versa. And like the content, it's a real honest letter to myself of like how I speak to myself.
Yep.
It's like I hold the way I speak to my friends and other people in such high regard, and I take that so seriously.
Mm.
And that's like, what about me or my relationship with my masculinity like has jaded me or clouded me from realizing that I don't like extend that same respect to myself? It's like how do you talk to yourself, and like what are the things that influence the way that you do talk to yourself? It's
Totally.
like, I would never say the things to you that vibrate through my body. Like that's the essence of that. And it's like really sad to like admit that when I wrote it, because I was like, damn, like I just didn't know I was like being an asshole, like
Yeah.
internally. And it's also a beautiful thing to write about it, because that's the reason that the relationship with it becomes better. And I just think that level of honesty with that song was such an important thing to set the tone for the album of like,
Totally.
oh, you're gonna know me intimately by the end of
This
this
is
project.
vulnerable as
Behind some grand ass horns.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
like, everything's okay.
Totally. When I read the title track I saw the title of the song and I knew it was My Body, I was like, I just knew that it was going to be vulnerable. And yeah.
And it feels like something that, like, I don't know, like male artists maybe don't write about that
No,
often.
no.
It's like, there's a lot of like dialogue around that, obviously, with like women's bodies and how they're perceived in the media and stuff. And it's like, it feels like maybe something that's, because it's not as like serious for men, or it's not like a forefront issue and in the way we see ourselves, or it doesn't like appear in a way that's easy to talk about.
Yeah.
It felt like a important thing to write about, because it's like for that very reason, because it was like hard to be like, am I allowed to complain about this, or like,
Oh, man.
feel weird
Do you
about
know what?
this?
It makes me think I'm not the only one that thinks like that.
For
And I
real.
love that because there's not many guys that do that in music. I mean, I don't know if you know Sam Tompkins. He's like a UK artist.
Red hair,
Kind
crazy
of.
voice.
He's got like a reddish beard.
Yeah,
He went on
yeah.
tour with Bieber actually a few years ago. Like Bieber
Hectic.
found him online. He's got an insane voice.
Yeah, I
He
think I know
he's
exactly
really
what you're talking about.
yeah, he's really good with that, and he has this song. It's quite similar. It's quite a similar meaning to My Body. And he put this song out a few years ago, and I was just like, man, I thought I was the only one that felt like this.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt listening to this track from you.
If that's all,
That's so special.
if that's all it provides, like, if anything, like, I'd just be so happy with that, you know, like, just if I was able to open that dialogue up for myself, and like it makes someone else have access to that dialogue with themselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's a beautiful thing, because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of things that stop us from thinking we're allowed to feel that way or acknowledge those things.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, let's just pull the veils off, man. Let's
Yeah, bro.
see what's going
Exactly.
on under the hood.
Yeah, man. And then you go into Little Obsession,
Yes, sir.
which is just such a track, man.
Thanks, man.
I just enjoyed watching the love that you got for that song when it came out, because I know when I heard it, I just fell in love with it. But then I kept seeing it pop up here and there. I even saw the Morning Shift boys do their video on it, and I love the Morning Shift. That's my
Shout out,
favorite
boys.
podcast.
Yeah, I love them, man.
And they just seeing them vibe out, like I love just watching them vibe out.
Man, they were really like important to the start of that song too.
Yeah.
Like, just the kind of momentum and attention and the way they communicated, like how much they liked that song, was just something I was so grateful for. And they obviously, like, I watched them all the time on my phone. Like,
Yeah.
it was back in the time where like they hadn't upgraded the studio yet, and they had
Yeah.
a little Chemist Warehouse thing in the back.
Yeah.
I remember logging onto the Zoom and seeing the little Chemist Warehouse thing in the back, and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, I love you guys. So that
That's
was just
sick, bro.
an awesome link up, man.
Oh.
Shout out the Shifters, man.
Yeah, man, they're kings. They've built the most insane audience.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't get to their live show earlier this year, but I saw the videos and I was like, man, the energy, the family they've built, the
Yeah.
appreciation that people have for them. Like they get up on the stage and they're like dancing, and it's
Bro,
just the
like,
energy.
they deserve it. Like,
Yeah.
everything they stand for, the essence that they put into the world, it's just like they're like a group of people that
Yeah.
deserve amplification.
They do, man. They
I'm
do.
really happy they did that for me. Like,
Yeah, and they've got great taste in music.
Ugh.
Like they bring our songs sometimes,
Amen.
and I'm like, I thought I was the only one that knew this song or that remembered this
yeah,
song.
they've
Like,
definitely had me running to SoundCloud for some
Yeah.
random bootleg flip before. Like,
yeah, bro. Yeah, they're insane, man. But I mean, it's been such a big part of kicking this era. I mean, it was the first single, but nearly 5 million streams now,
yeah, man, it's
which
getting
is
up there.
nuts. Did you always know this was going to be the lead single for the whole album?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Like, it was just kind of in the batch of songs, and it feels funny to say that because it feels very obvious now. It feels like very, like centric to the album, and like
Yeah.
very much of like a very blueprint song to the album. I think
Yeah.
finding that was it made it very easy to see where the rest of the album was.
Yeah.
Because of that, and just the qualities of it, and the live music, and the vocal tone, and things like that. But I hadn't really had numbers on the board before Little Obsession, so I didn't know what that felt like, or like what it was like to connect on that level. So just
Yeah.
seeing that do the things that it's done and the doors that it's opened for me, I'm just
Yeah.
really grateful, man. And like, I look at that song, and I'll be able to listen to that song forever. It's
Yeah.
like, it's so true. It's,
And how good is authentic to you?
oh
Do
man,
you know what I
like,
mean? Wasn't you trying to follow like a TikTok trend or
nah,
anything like
man.
that?
And like, it makes it so much easier. Like the longevity of
Yeah.
like living with that music. It's like, it's just, irrespective of like if I could come and talk to you about it or if I can even put it on Spotify, like
Yeah.
making that song was so important for like me just to be like, I know I can do it. Like,
Yeah,
like
man.
I got something really accurate out of me. Like,
Absolutely.
thank goodness.
Thank goodness, man. Yeah, no, but like so well deserved.
Oh, thank
No
you, brother.
surprise, man. And then we go into Hit the Road, which is a bit more of an upbeat vibe.
Yeah, man, I love that one.
It's a great track, man. Talk to me about making this one.
Oh man, we just wanted like something that paid homage. For me, it's like very much an homage to vocal tone and like
Totally.
characters in music and the kind of people that are able to manipulate their voice or how distorted their voices are or the kind of natural format. And it was really fun playing around with different options. It's like if I sing it quiet, it sounds a certain way, or if I sing it loud and I push and it's raspy, it's a different vibe. And
Yeah.
so Hit the Road just being able to I feel like a real caricature of myself in that song, and that's what I
Yeah.
love when I listen to like to Smino or go back to Andre 3000 or
Yeah.
um
Totally.
like just people like even like I don't know, I'm blanking on people, but yeah,
I know
people
what
that
you're
just have
saying though.
different personalities and characters. Like that is such
Yeah.
that's a whole other instrument to me. So
hmm
Hit the Road was like really fun in the pocket. Um, great thing to. I love that song, man.
Andre 3000 is a great example. I'm just thinking now
Yeah,
about him
just
and
like
the characters that he plays in songs, and
yeah, man.
yeah,
Like
it's a real unique
going that
skill.
nasally thing, or like
Yeah.
it's fun to play around with, and it's like I've been experimenting with that with other songs before this album. So that was one where I'm like, yeah, this is like
Yeah, man.
this is my a salute to my heroes that I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
I think that it was originally called Tennis Badu, that beat. Like,
Right.
I think because it's got like a tennis sound in it, actually. But,
Yeah.
also really wanted it to feel like a Badu, like, infused song as
Yeah,
well.
sick, sick. Well, did you make the beat originally? Like the
Oh, no, that was Finbar.
Yeah, cool.
Finbar, my housemate
Yeah.
and the executive producer for the album.
Sick.
Yeah, we were living with that one for a long time. And
Yeah.
we always knew it was going to turn into something great. So,
Yeah, sick, man. And
slowly
then
chipped away.
yeah, and then you go into Never the Same,
Oh,
which
man.
is a standout for me. I've just got sexy here. So sexy.
That's crazy. I was so devastated when I started that song.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like it's sexy in its completion because of like the choirs and the textures in it and just like how swung it is.
Yeah.
But it's definitely one of those. I was like so like cup empty, nothing left to give. Like just thought I was never gonna feel okay again. Like at the time that I started that.
Mm.
And then you kind of make it, and there's this real catharsis and this like actual physical release, like singing that certain note in the chorus, and then hearing my friends behind me, and that's kind of like symbolic of just having support in my life as well. Like it was a really that song really walks me through like a process of feeling okay again. And the vocals at the end, I'm really crying in that shit, and I was like, leave it in there, like what
Totally.
this song's for.
So
And
that's legit.
yeah, man. At the end, I was just, I was at home and I was like crying because I was just like so relieved that like there was this like shift that I was gonna feel okay again, and just
Wow.
also remember how like hopeless I was when I started it, and just like that it's kind of like when you leave like a depressive period, and the relief of that first day of like not feeling as much weight is like
Yeah.
so euphoric.
Yeah.
That's what like the hook of Never the Same feels like for me in the
Yeah.
process of that like so much confusion at the start of it and so much like strength and um assurance in myself by the end of finishing it.
Totally, man.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to be able to listen to that the same now. I'm glad you've just told
Sorry to
me that.
ruin
I
the
just
sexy
no,
illusion.
bro, no. But I love that song. It's in my top 3 on the album.
Oh,
So
man.
I think
Thank you.
now listening to that, I just love the vulnerability. Don't ever change that about yourself. That's such a special thing to have, and
Oh man, I've opened
not
a
many
can
people
of
can
worms
do it.
now, so it's
You have, bro.
They'll keep spilling out. Don't
People
worry.
will know, like, what happened to this guy? Doesn't tell us anything anymore. He was
Yeah.
crying on the first album.
100%. If you hear like a Jones beat on the next one, you know I'm emotionally unavailable.
Yeah, bro. I mean, A Father's Heart. I mean, that's a very vulnerable title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about the inspiration behind this one, man.
Man, that was a song I was just scared to write for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that, it's happened in album time, and I decided to have a crack at that kind of topic because it's like my dad is like just an incredible man, and his dad was not the same father to him that he is to me, so him being able to come from like an abusive background and then not be a product of that and be this beautiful gentleman who opens up 2 karate studios my whole life, and he does that
Wow.
specifically to teach women and children how to protect themselves, and like including my family. It's like damn, like what am I watching unfold? Like, and the older you get, you realize that you're seeing someone that went through and goes through constantly these seasons of unlearning and like redefining things, and all for the sake of like being a better person or being a better father. And
Mm.
it's like the strength to do that is also um like similarly joined by like a disconnect from culture because of like the trauma involved in that.
Yeah.
So it's like not a lot of, we didn't talk about Samoan culture in my house because we didn't talk to Samoan side of my family.
Mm.
So for that, that's like, I see that as my dad's job, you know, like
Yeah.
he was a cycle breaker, and now it's my job and me and my sister's job to like reconnect, and like I want to be able to teach my kids Samoan. And it's like it's a fucking scary thing to write about because you're like, I want to do it accurately and I want to do it respectfully. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad that song came out the way it did.
Oh,
You know, it's
man.
like
It came out so
blood
well.
is not deeper than trust, and it's
Nah.
like you're my blood family, but like I don't recognize you, and I never will. But
Yeah.
I also recognize the things in my future, or like the responsibilities in my future, and like it's just nice to write about that factually and write
Yeah.
about that with love, and just to, oh, I was just relieved, man. I was like, whew.
How did your family react to that when you showed them that song?
No, they loved it. It's
Yeah?
like, it's funny because it's also like over like this weird jazz drill beat. So you're like,
Yeah, I know. And it took me a couple of listens to really like, figure out like the beat, like
Mhm.
it's such a cool beat. Like it's
Yeah,
such a
man.
cool
It's
track.
very unconventional, and it's like this. It's kind of like a self-aware way of everyone wants to do drill music, or everyone wanted to make drill music at some point.
Yeah.
Just do that thing. So it's kind of, if I was ever gonna do it, it would be over like jazz drums. with,
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
like, weird brushes and
It reminded me of what Kendrick does with the heart, like the heart. I think it's the Heart 5, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
just the musicality,
Just the musicality of it,
like,
but the lyrical content kind of doesn't match it. Like, but it's just it's a journey. It's an experience,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
We're
It's
glad we
cool.
got that one right.
Yeah, bro. And then 4K, man. This is a great track.
Mm.
I mean, talk to me about the collaboration with Dean Brady.
He's the man.
He's the man.
Bro.
Like you guys sound so good.
Oh, he's like he's my brother, man. And it's like he stays at our place a lot too when he comes down from up north. And we wrote that hook all in the room together, and we're like, oh, this one feels real good. And I was like, no, let me have a crack at singing it. I did my version, did the layers and stuff. And then it's like, all right, let's like see what Dean's version sounds like. As soon as he opened his mouth, I was like,
Yes.
sounds so good. Like, where's this old man, old soul living in your body? Like,
Yeah.
just
Some people just got in
he's
him,
done
don't
it
they?
before
Like,
in another life, man. And
yeah.
that's it's a real accurate depiction of like our musical interests coming together.
Totally, man. Yeah, I hear that. You've got that too, though. I feel there's like
Yeah, man, it's just
you've
nice
lived
to,
another life.
nice to mesh, you know.
Yeah,
and be
man.
Like, oh, this is the shit we both love. Like,
I love that, and I could just imagine the energy in the room would have been insane.
yeah, man. We were like, oh yeah, this is what we live for.
Yeah, totally. I've got on my notes so much soul ! And harmonies !
Oh man, we're trying to be indulgent, man. Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, that's the one.
and it's a clever concept too, man.
Yeah, but I don't know how we landed on that, but just that was a real group effort, like writing that stuff and bringing that together. So yeah, one of those ones that just happens and you go, yep, that's a pretty accurate representation of our creative like partnership and
Yeah,
a friendship. So yeah, I love
special
that,
track, man. Yeah,
bro.
really cool. And then we go into Blink Twice, which is, I mean, sonically different from the others. I feel like it's it's a bit of a turning point in the record.
For sure. It's oh man, I was just so sick of seeing people like talking about love languages and attachment styles on TikTok, and it's like come on, like
Yeah.
you're just repeating these things that you've heard, and you're putting labels on like things that aren't attachment styles.
Oh.
It's just like some other bullshit, or like
Yeah.
and everyone, thinks they're a professional at something or an expert in their field
They
because
heard it on TikTok.
yeah, and it's like you have conversations with people and they're like, personally, I just think this, and you're like, I saw that video too, brother. Like, what do you actually think? And
Yeah.
having a conversation about like what we allow in our eyes and in our brains and the content we consume. It's like it's like how much of you and your identity is built up by things that like you actually believe in, and how much of it is like a facade of quotes that you've memorized.
100%, exactly. And there's so much different information out there that contradicts itself. And you listen to both whoever's talking about it, they say it with so much confidence that
100%.
it's like, oh, this is legit.
And that's exactly
Yeah.
like that's exactly what the lyrics are about. It's like convincing is not the same as conviction. Like,
Yeah.
I can be convinced by you because I know that you actually know what you're talking about, or you are an expert in your field, or I know that you have personal experience. But someone who's just convincing is a different thing. Like there's a lot of good actors out there, Seany B.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
where
totally.
you're like, wow, you must know so much. And
Yeah.
it's like you look behind the mirror and it's like there's nothing there. It's
No.
just a bunch of memorized quotes and like flashy clothes or something. So it's like,
Yeah.
what's your essence, bro? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
be a real person.
Totally.
Please. Like
I
think
s-
twice or you're in the matrix.
Yeah.
Shit. We have to be so real. Like
Yeah.
what do we care about? What do we actually stand for as humans? Like amongst all of this, and it's like,
We're destroying each other.
yeah, man. So
Yeah.
it's just like making sure that we're checking in with ourselves. And Blink Twice was really the don't be a sheep song. for me.
Yeah, man.
Like
I
yeah.
love that. Yeah, I love that. I think, yeah, more of that in the world, man, especially in music, because, yeah, I feel like we're just in a really strange space in the world at the moment with TikTok and
Oh man, we're always gonna be in a
Yeah.
from here on
It's not gonna
outwards.
get-
Like everything feels like it's new and it's changing so fast, but it's just always gonna be like that. Like things
Yeah.
are always gonna change.
we're exposed to so much information that we shouldn't be exposed to,
man,
especially children.
It's
Like,
always gonna get that way, and like information and advertisements, and it's always gonna find a way into our space. Like I'm sure when we've got glasses on with screens behind them, there'll be advertisements that we
Yeah.
like shouldn't be seeing in our normal world, or
Mhm.
advertise like all that Black Mirror stuff, and it's like.
Totally. It's
Decide who you're what kind of person you're going to be in a world that is inevitably going to be ever changing and overstimulating. Like,
yeah, 100%, man.
find your essence, man.
Find your essence, bro. Absolutely. Hey, good morning. Let's talk about Good Morning, man. This is a great track. It feels like the perfect song to listen to on a Sunday morning. You're making your coffee. You're ready for a good day. This is the song you chuck on. Yeah, bro. This is this is a cool track. This is a timeless track. I mean, talk to me about making this one.
That's a real like important. It's like the halfway moment of the record.
Yeah.
Like talked about some intense stuff leading up to that song, and
Yeah.
it's the brief for that one. I was in the studio with Chunky, who actually mastered the whole album as well. Like shout out Jamie.
Yeah.
He's amazing. And I was like, I just want to feel like I'm in Paris and I can smell coffee and cigarettes
yeah.
and fresh bread.
That's how I felt, bro. That's
you know,
exactly what I
Pop
felt.
little Venetian blinds on.
Yeah.
And like you're with the baddie and it's like,
Yeah.
baby, good morning.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
breakfast coming straight out of the oven. Like,
Yeah, that's the energy I got from
Yeah,
it.
man,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
like-
one of those like 2000s feel good, like
Yeah,
Kareem
bro.
Bailey Ray, put your records on, like
Exact-
that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I love that reference.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's like that's the real vibe one, and like a little nod to the Neptunes with the drums, and
Yes,
yeah, man. That's my sexy one. I love
fun,
Good Morning.
man. And then it goes into PM. I mean, going from Good Morning to PM.
Mm.
I mean, this track's a little darker.
Mhm.
Was that intentional going from Good Morning into PM, like the listing them on the track list in that order?
I'd like to say yes, but
Yeah.
like just as you said that, I was like, oh, that's really good that they are back to back.
Yeah,
Maybe at the time, like the track list has been pretty solid since we finished the album in,
Yeah.
in June last year, and it just hasn't changed. Like since we finished it, like I was like, this feels like the order.
I feel like
And-
I'm like, man, that's clever going from Good Morning into PM.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
like, damn, I
Yeah,
think I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they're kind of the opposites of each other. Like Good Morning's like, you're locked in with someone, you're waking up, having a beautiful romantic ass thing, and then PM's very much that, like it's like an ode to hookup culture. And
yeah.
just seeing people at nighttime and not in the day, and just casual relationships and shit like that, and talking about it in a way where it's not like boisterous or
Mm.
boisterous. Yeah, like you're not bragging about it.
Yeah.
It's just like this is just a thing. Like, and you know the whole notion of that as well. It's like, baby, don't confide in me. It's like whatever those relationships where we are, where we can't commit or we can't, you know, we're looking for more casual things and like, you know, how we hold ourselves in those scenarios. It was a fun song to write and just like a real part of everyone's life and like dating culture as well. And
Yeah.
also just wanted something like dirty and industrial,
Oh,
bro. Like
it's exactly what it is, man.
smacking on something in a scrapyard. Like,
Yeah. Did you ever watch the show Empire?
no, I didn't.
Oh man, I reckon you'd
I only
love
like
it.
heard about the Juicy Smouye like
Jussie
scandal.
Smollett,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's scandal.
Do you know what? Jussie Smollett's so talented, and your voice reminds me so much of Jussie Smollett's. Like, he
Hectic.
has so much soul, that guy.
Damn, I need a deep dive.
Yeah,
in.
I need to. Look, I don't know the full story of what happened with him, but I watched that show when it first came out before all that, and
Yeah.
there's just so I reckon you would just appreciate the music so much. Like,
I bet I'll check him out.
there's a song, yeah. There's a song like the music. It has the most incredible soundtrack. Like each episode, there's a hit on it, like or a couple of hits.
Yeah.
But there's
like
this
Terrence. What's his
Terrence
name?
Howard's
Terrence
on
Howard
it.
and,
Yeah.
like, Taraji P Henson.
Yeah, man. The
No, I
cast is
watched that,
insane.
yeah.
Like Mariah appears in it.
Damn.
Who else? Estelle, like
Oh yeah.
Kelly
They
Rowland.
got the goats.
They get like everyone on.
Oh, I need to watch Empire.
But there's like there's a track in the first episode of that, and it had that industrial like you're like in a scrapyard, just like. And when I heard it, I was like, this is giving that energy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like that. Whatever you feel on that Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Dangerous album.
Totally.
Like
yeah.
That glass break.
It's got
on
that, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man.
I love that.
I love those sounds.
I love that. And then we go into Slippery.
Slippery. Yeah.
Slippery, man. Which is a fun little playful title.
Come on now.
Yeah, we love that. Talk to me about making this one.
It's just that like my avant-garde baby making song. To
Yeah.
be honest, like it's there's always a baby making song on an R&B project.
Totally,
Like,
has to be.
if it's like Usher's "There Goes My Baby,"
Yeah.
or I'm gonna blank on all of them. Like
Daddy's Home.
all of that.
Usher. Yeah.
All of that, you know,
Yeah,
like,
man.
there's always that one where you hear the clicks and shit, and you go,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
now put this on that playlist. And Slippery is like, if we're going to do that for Soulstar, it had to be done with Nicodemus in Melbourne, and he's the one that plays the sax solo, and he's also such an integral part of the album in the way he plays flute and sax across everything, and making that with him was just a real fun thing, and you know, a real nod to those staple baby making tracks. Like,
Totally.
that type of shit, like I'd be listening to on the bus on the way to school, and
Yeah.
someone's like, "Can I have an earphone?" You're like, "Yeah," and then they're like, "Oh my god, what does that mean?" I don't know. It sounds good though. Like,
Man, this is what I mean by you love R&B music and you've studied it.
yeah, man.
That's like in the DNA of a classic R&B album, right?
Yeah.
You've
Have to have
done that. Yeah, man. It's cool. Then we go on to Find a Way. I mean, this is kind of this almost we'll find a this soul searching track in a way.
Real.
Yeah.
It's nice that it comes at that point in the album for me, because it's very reflective of that journey through, like, you know, you have a ruptured relationship with someone, where that's a friendship or a relationship ending, and it's you know, you have all of those things that pop up in the process of grieving that relationship, or the person that you wanted to be, etc., your person that you knew. And I think the goal of moving through that with love eventually is acceptance and accountability, and like wanting the best for each other, and find a way. It comes late in the album, because it took a second for me to feel that way, you know?
Yeah,
But
totally.
it's also a really important way of saying, I hope you find your way, I hope I find my way as well, and like respectively, those paths are like true and beautiful for us in their own right. So
Yeah.
it was an important song to write, because I think like none of these songs, like kind of the era of this album was born from a bad breakup and just feeling good and just like soul searching again. But Find a Way is very indicative of the lens of love that I tried to kind of, or at the very minimum, the lens of self-awareness that I wanted to carry through the album.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's no fuck you songs.
No.
It's just like, this is what happened.
Just
and
good
it's like,
vibes.
yeah, and it's like talking about it emotionally, and like not pointing fingers necessarily. It's just like this happened. You
Yeah,
felt this, I felt this, and it's like that's
totally.
what happened when I was 27. Like that's
Yeah,
all of this album.
and you're someone who is just very self-aware, man. You seem like someone who's done a lot of work on yourself, and to release the debut album at this point in your life. I mean,
Mm.
that is what a great way to introduce yourself to the world for the people that are only getting to know Boy Soda now. Like, it's the I feel like you're the greatest version of yourself. And
Oh,
not that you want to be a role model, but
thank you, man.
it is it's like, I think a lot of people will listen to this, and I know for me, I'm such a big lover of R&B.
Mm.
And and I think if I was young and listening to this record, it would it's a great mentality to have, and a great headspace to be in, So I
Mm.
think yeah, I think it's such a great way for you to sound on your debut album.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
man. It's a real relief, and it's a real like. I feel very confident that like I feel like I'm only just meeting myself with this album.
Yeah,
Like I've
right.
really been trying to reach this level of understanding or ability to like communicate myself through music, and it's like the most accurate I've ever been. So like it feels just as much as the beginning for me as it will for like people that are hearing it for the first time, and also just like on a personal level, it's like I'm I'm Brave behind Boy Soda,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
and people get to meet Brave through this album,
Yeah.
and
Totally.
it's it's like I'm very happy for that to be the foot that I'm putting forward, you know?
Yeah. I wish that everyone had access to making music, because it is just the best form of therapy.
Yeah,
Just
man.
figuring shit out, isn't
That's
it?
like where the self-awareness comes from. Where you're
Yeah,
just
because
like
you just you it's just such a good way to articulate your thoughts
even when you
and
don't know, man.
process
There's
things.
like
Yeah.
plenty of songs where I wrote them and then 3 months later I'm like, damn, I did know about this. And
Yeah.
like
And at the
I
time, they
didn't
were just
know.
words. You probably weren't thinking that much about it. And
Exactly.
then you're like, damn, I was.
Works in mysterious ways,
It does, bro.
man.
It does. It does, man. And then we go into Selfish, I mean, which is a really sharp, direct title. And, coming to the end of the album, I feel
hmm
like it just arrives in the perfect spot.
Mm.
Yeah. Was that intentional?
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Selfish is like is one of my favorites. It's the one song where I'm kind of talking about grief of like losing people and then like moving on, and I wrote it when my auntie was diagnosed with cancer. Like I was in London and I found out the day before. And then the next day I had this session, and well, works in mysterious ways. I really needed that session that day, and had a lot of things to say, and being able to articulate that feeling of like, obviously, like I don't have any say when you stay and when you go. Like it's up to you and destiny, or whenever you're ready to move on to the next plane. But like hilarious that I selfishly want to write a song about my experience
Yeah.
on the other side of that. It's a very universal experience. Selfish
Totally.
of me to like want you to stay longer than what you like need to, or
Mm.
and it was just like a really beautiful song to write. It was very healing to write, and very important for me to write as well. And I think what's that video that makes everyone cry? It's Andrew Garfield talking about his mum, and he's like, oh, grief is like just all of the love you never got to express or whatever.
Yeah.
And like selfish, just that's my Andrew Garfield moment. Like,
I love that.
and it's also my sense of humor to like be talking about something so real and so like melancholy maybe, but over like this like Silk Sonic kind of
Yeah.
ode to 70s like two-step click
Love
your
that.
fingers. Like I'm like that's just really funny to me. Like
No, totally,
I
man.
was like that da 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 someone died. Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I know. But you know what? It's so good to write from your perspective, because there would be so many people that would experience similar situations,
Mhm.
and they'd be feeling that way. And sometimes, you shouldn't have to suppress how you're feeling about something just because
Oh
it's
man,
like
we
you're not
always
making it
think
about
we're
you.
so like special and individual, and then
Yeah.
it's like just talk to someone who's been on the earth for a little bit longer, and they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that old
It puts
chestnut,
it into perspective,
that old
doesn't it?
chestnut."
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, totally. And then we go into Platonic and Sacred, which
Mm.
ends the album. I mean, it's a beautiful way to finish. Why do you feel like this was the right one to end the record?
Just a beautiful departure from
It
the
is,
listening
man.
experience, and
Yeah.
an intimate one too. I love the platonic relationships in my life, and I think like obviously platonic gets talked about when it's you know, it's friends with opposite genders or whatever, and you're like, you can't be friends with girls if you got a girlfriend. You can't be friends with all these other things, or like just the value of platonic relationships was something that I hadn't talked about, and I was sick of just talking about love and romantic things throughout the album. You know, when finishing that, like the vocal is like an iPhone voice memo. It's like the original one from the demo. It's like literally just from voice memos, and so is the guitar. I wrote that with Ruby Jackson. Recorded those voice memos at my parents' house on the coast in their
Oh,
bathroom,
sick.
and then you go just there's like that's the song, like that's the essence of the song. All the imperfections of that is why we kept that as the main vocal, and I think it was the perfect way to tie a little ribbon on the end of an album. You know, like talked about a lot of things, so it's like let's have a beautiful cinematic departure.
Cinematic is the perfect way to put it, man. There's just so many cinematic moments on this record,
Oh
man.
man, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's cool. It's cool. I forget you're from the Sunny Coast.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I'm up north.
How long you been in Sydney for now?
Like 4 years now.
3 years, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
See,
still go back. I still go back to mum and dad up there. Like,
oh, bro,
have to, man.
I know I'm from Tasmania,
Oh,
and
got
I
you.
feel like regional kids, like we experience life so differently, but I feel like we do have so much experience in, I don't know, so many things because we're kind of, disconnected from the city. We've got to entertain ourselves a bit
Mhm.
more.
It's nice to have balance of both
It's nice to
worlds.
have balance.
Like
Absolutely, man.
if I didn't have somewhere like the coast to go where there's just like even just driving on the roads and there being more space between cars, or like
Yeah,
you don't
you
have to worry
appreciate
about
it.
space. You just appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a reminder, like especially when you're in a city environment, everything's so urgent, and it's like
Ah, I
just
know,
slow
bro.
down. Like look at these people. Like the only concern is like what coffee they're gonna get and whether they're gonna go to the normal cafe or try
Yeah.
something new. And you go, oh man, I forget I'm supposed to have days like that.
I know.
Like,
Did you? I mean, when I first moved, I used to go back and I used to think, has this place like just is it dead or is this just how I grew up and I'm
yeah,
just so not used to that anymore?
yeah.
Like,
And it's like it's beautiful to outgrow those places
yeah,
and inevitable. And you know, I felt claustrophobic towards the end of my time at the coast before I moved, and then now it's like a safe haven to
it's safe
return
haven.
to.
Yeah, I feel like that about home too now.
Mm.
When I go back, I'm grateful for that experience too.
Yeah,
Because I used to
man.
grow up thinking, I wish I grew up in the city, and I wish I, had access to all those. So I wanted to go to a concert, we had to fly and book a
Oh
hotel,
man, yeah,
and
the whole thing.
yeah, it's like a whole thing to go to
Just
to go to a
Sydney
gig.
trips, like even just like you're like, yeah, I'll go to Sydney 4 days a week for uni and commute
Yeah.
3 hours like there and
Oh,
back, like just normal. But yeah, man, it's a good balance.
it's a good balance. It totally is, man. When people listen to Soulstar front to back, what do you want them to walk away feeling?
Just want to feel like they met me.
Yeah.
And, you know, hi, I'm Bray, your new friends. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening to my album. And it's just a reminder, like Soulstar for me is like it's North Star. It's like your intuition, man. It's like it's what pulled me through the album to make it. It's what pulled me through the process to make me feel, you know, like I found my backbone again and feel confident in my soul and in my body. And you know, everyone's relationship with their intuition or like their soul star is different, but I think
Mm.
it's like that's the one thing that like just can never fucking lie to you. And it's like if you have a good relationship with that and like what your gut tells you, you're gonna make good decisions always. Like, and I think that skill is like the one thing I think this album represents is just being in tune.
Totally, man. That's what I get from it. I
Awesome.
feel like I got to know you on this record, and yeah, it's someone. You sound like someone who's very in tune with himself.
Oh man, it's an
Which,
everyday thing.
yeah, totally, bro. And it takes a lot to get to that point in your life, and not everyone can do it.
Yeah,
So
man, it's like you're ready. You're ready to talk about certain things or admit certain things when you're ready.
yeah, man, absolutely. And I was reading, I don't know if you've ever read about yourself online,
No.
but like there's a few articles about you, and they say, this guy is someone that's redefining Australian soul and R&B. I mean, do you? I know you wouldn't be doing that intentionally, but I think this record comes across so authentic, and I think whatever you do next, whether it's touring, whether it's next record, don't lose sight of that, man, because it's so special and it's something not a lot of people can tap into.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It feels yeah, it's definitely not part of the intention of making it. The intention was just to like, be tuned into myself. But I'm
Yeah.
also very aware of like the time that I was born in like trying to make R&B in Australia. Like it's
Yeah.
early days, man. It's like people that make good R&B soul projects now like will be the reasons that like certain people can run in a few years. Like
Yeah.
it's when we made the album, it was scary because like there's not a lot of people, like there's not a lot of Seany B's that I can go to and like accurately talk about this kind of music
Yeah.
and have a good response and like accurately portray it. You know, that there's a lot of places that are used to pushing pop music or all these other genres, but R&B it's early in Australia and it's like it's building and it's beautiful, and just to be able to contribute one good album,
Yeah.
you know, or just the existence of someone who lives and breathes R&B and like stands on it proudly and wants to push it outside of Australia is like, that's an honor to be able to contribute to that at all, or to be considered someone that's making a worthwhile contribution. You know,
Yeah.
it's never the intention, but like what an honor, man. Like and it's really it's been creative problem solving. Like where do we put the music? Who do we talk to? Like
Yeah.
how do we communicate this kind of music when it's not a mainstream thing here yet?
Nah.
And it's like it's been really amazing to like work that out and scream it from the rooftops and tell everyone
Bro,
about it.
yeah. We've just got to keep fighting the fight, man.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Like, the music will keep coming. So
yeah. That's why we do R&B Fridays on my station.
My
Is
God.
because, you know, like, it's just one of the biggest things. You know, we tour this thing every year. We get R&B artists come and play on this stage. Like, people love R&B.
Yeah,
Whether or
man.
not you realize you love R&B, everyone loves R&B. Whatever, if it's 2000s, if it's 90s, if it's current stuff, man, it plays such a big part in pop music.
Yeah, man.
You
And
know?
even just like having it play on the radio, like I used to just want to, all I wanted to hear was that on the coast.
Same.
Like, and I'd hear all these throwback songs and be so confused. Like, there's like thousands of good new songs that come out every day, and you want to play that one from like 20 years ago. It's
Yeah.
like, show me like,
Bro,
please.
Bro,
Like,
I know. When Kaylani Folded came out, I was like, guys, we have to play this song.
Yeah.
Like, we have to add this. And I have to come with stats. I'm like, and TikTok trends now. If I believe in something, I will not stop until I get it played on the
Yeah.
radio or get it added. Like, there's, you know, and there are people in the music industry who really get it. Like, you know, it's hard on commercial radio, but like there's people like me and Nick Kelly, you know,
100%.
we just
the
like,
goats.
yeah, and we believe in our music scene so much. Australia has such a great, like look at Sultry and Sample. It's like
Yeah,
this
man.
event that's only been around for 2 years, but the talent that comes through there, the people they get on that lineup, man.
That's a great like just venue for just like what you can't see online as well.
Yeah.
Like people really do this shit in Sydney, and they move
Totally.
around and they jam and they freestyle, and they like there's no Spotify
No.
release when that happens, but like that's what's going on. Like,
Yeah, and Blend Theory. Have you seen Blend Theory?
Shout out Rico and the boy.
Yeah.
Man. Like they're doing an amazing job. And I've known Rico for a long time, but like just like that's a space where you go, I could send my music there, and like they're people that get it.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
you go to Sultry and you're gonna find people that get it. You go
Yeah.
to Cricketer's Arms Jazz on Wednesdays, you're gonna find all the people that probably played on my album. Like,
Yeah.
Open Jam Marble Bar on Mondays, I think is still a thing. Like
Yeah.
Chocodero Room on Sundays, I think. Like there's just all these little spots that you go to, man, and it's like you don't hear about it, but it's going on, and it's like it's this bubbling thing, man. It's really exciting.
It is, man. It's exciting.
People are very talented out here.
Yeah, bro. Do you feel pressure to move to America because of the way that Australia kind of...
No, I feel
No?
I feel like it's very beneficial to like to build presence over there and go over there and do work, but like I love my family too much to live that far away from them.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always go over there and work hard, and that's a real goal of mine, but I'll probably always try and live in
Stay
Australia.
home, bro.
you know?
And yeah, and keep doing what you're doing,
Bro,
bro.
if anyone's like, why did you leave? I was like, Seany B told me to
Ah,
stay home,
sorry,
bro.
B. No, I know, man. I just I really believe that, you know, we just have such a great scene here, and we just need to keep hanging in there and keep fighting the fight, bro. Because you know,
100%.
it's you're doing good shit, bro. You're
Thank
doing
you, man.
really
And
good
that's
shit.
that's all we can do is
Yeah.
just make the best music we can, and try not to look too far left and right. Artists do a good job at being artists. People
Yeah.
like you do a great job at doing your job and being amplifiers for the culture and the music. And
Yeah.
we'll be fine, man.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, totally, man. Well, man, congratulations on this album. It's authentic, it's vulnerable, it's big,
oh,
it's
man.
timeless. Yeah,
Ah,
there's so many ways I could describe it, man. But you should be really proud. This is only the beginning for you, man. I mean, I
Oh,
know you've been doing
man.
it for a while.
it is
but-
the beginning.
Strap in, Strap in, bro.
Likewise, congratulations on this amazing space and for having me through to
Ah,
yap about each song. And I'm sure it'll be the first of many. I mean, it's not the first time we've talked, but
yeah,
yeah, I know you're one of the people I'm like, oh, we'll
yeah.
talk every time there's
Ah,
music
thanks,
out.
bro.
Like,
No, I appreciate that,
I
man.
appreciate
You
you,
always have my
man.
support, bro. Well, make sure you go grab Boy Soda's debut album, Soulstar. It's out everywhere right now. Thanks for coming on, man.
No worries, man. Lots of love.